there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby and today I'm going to be doing an author spotlight on Miranda. So I've read 3 books by Miranda and she has published a lot more than that, but I have only read her adult thrillers. She's released 3 mystery thrillers and she has a lot of YA, but I haven't picked those up. I just want to talk about the 3 mystery thrillers that I have by her, and I'm going to be going in their publication order. I will link all of them down below, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about these books if you've read them, and let's get right into it. The first book is All the Missing Girls, and this one sparked my love for Miranda's books. I thought this one was so clever and so unique. It is about a girl named Nicolette who she left home 10 years ago after her friend went missing. She left home and kind of reestablished her life, and now she is brought back 10 years later. Her dad is ailing, his health-wise, and he asks her to return, and when she does, another girl goes missing, and she was the only witness that could have seen her other friend go missing. And it is told backwards, which I thought was really unique, where you start, something happens, and then you go backwards leading up to that day, and then it makes sense what happened in the very beginning. And it's been a few years since I've read this, but man, this one still sticks with me. I just loved this and it got me really into reading thrillers. And I thought the format of it being told backwards was really unique and really good. And I did not see the ending coming. I just remember thinking that it was pretty shocking, and that's what I loved most about it. And I felt tricked by the author, which is one of my favorite elements in a thriller, is when I feel tricked. And so this one might be my favorite of hers, if not another one that I mention. The second one I have to talk about is The Perfect Stranger, which I actually just finished this week. I buddy read it with Nicole from the Girly Girl Bookworm. And this one is about a girl named Leah who's running away from her life in Boston, and she moves to a small town with her college roommate Emmy, and they move in together. And a woman in the town gets assaulted and is in a coma. And simultaneously, Leah's roommate Emmy goes missing, and when she reports it to the police, she has a hard time proving that Emmy even existed. And so you're kind of solving 3 different mysteries: what happened to the girl in a coma, what happened to Emmy, and what secret is Leah hiding from her past. And I thought this was a really good thriller. I enjoyed half of the ending, the other half I wasn't a fan of, but I still really enjoyed it. It isn't my favorite Miranda book, but I like her books a lot in regard to that they're not just murder mysteries, they're about other things, and I like how you're kind of left in the dark and then you put all the pieces together and you figure it out, and I love that. And so I still would recommend it, even though it does get some mixed reviews. I liked it. Nicole didn't as much, but me personally, I ended up giving this one 4 stars. And then the last one I have to talk about, I actually don't have a physical copy of yet because it doesn't come out, I think, until May. And I did pre-order it because I loved this one so much. I read an arc of it, and it's called The Last House Guest. So this one follows a friendship of Avery and Sadie. They met 10 years ago. Avery is a local to this small coast town, and she doesn't have that much money, whereas Sadie comes from this really rich family that only vacation in this town during the summers. And they meet up and become best friends and hang out every summer for 10 years. And while at their annual summer party, Sadie goes missing, and then her body is found at the bottom of a cliff, and they assume that she committed suicide. Well, it is a year later and they're having a memorial for Sadie, and Avery is basically sparked back into what happened, and she's convinced that Sadie did not commit suicide. And you're seeing 2 different timelines. You're seeing back a year ago as well as currently, as well as when they first met, and you're trying to put together all these pieces and discover whether Sadie committed suicide, if Avery had anything to do with it, and everyone kind of seems like they could be the person who did it. And I absolutely loved this one. I think this one could be my favorite Miranda by far. I just was so engrossed in this story. The ending was great, and I just absolutely loved it. And it doesn't hurt that the main character's name is Avery, which is my daughter's name, so I feel extra connected to it. And yeah, I definitely cannot wait to get my hands on a physical copy. And if you like Miranda, you will love this one. And like I said, just highly, highly recommend it. Those are the 3 Miranda books I have to talk about. I just wanted to keep my reviews short and sweet. I like to go into my thrillers blind, and so I don't want to give too much away. But I love Miranda's books. They are just a sweet treat for me in regard to thrillers. I always am enjoying them, and they're just so good. And so let me know if you have any questions about these books. I would love to hear if you guys have read them and what your opinions are. I'll link them all down below, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.